Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Frisco, Texas. I'm Eric Manel, Bison Information Network Sports Director. I will be covering the events all week leading up to the FCS Championship game. Earlier today, I had a chance to catch up with some Bison players to talk to them with what it would mean for them to leave Frisco as a national champion yet again. Jackson, you come from California. You played in the snow this year, and you said you were grateful that you finally got to go back to the Dome for the 3 playoff games. What does it mean to get back down here?
Boy, it's special. It's really special. I used to go to school at SMU down the street, so finishing in Dallas is pretty special. And the Dome has been great, and I got to experience the snow and stuff. But I'm happy we get to finish in this great stadium.
And you get warm weather too. So.
Oh yeah.
Who's your favorite puncher that you modeled your game after?
Jeff Locke, who used to play for the Vikings, is someone I've met, and he's a great guy. And historically, there are some great punters like Mike Cyphers and Mike Dragozevich, who I've got to learn a lot from. They're all amazing.
So what would it mean to walk away as a Bison with the national champion, beating the team that ended the streak?
It'd mean a lot. When we come here, we talk about legacy a lot. And I think winning this game, especially against this team, that's a lot towards the legacy. And that's kind of putting our own stamp on the whole thing.
Connor, you're the other Wentz, the famous, not Carson, but you've had a monstrous year this year. I mean, Sam Houston State, you had a big game, you had a few big catches. Talk about this season as a whole and what it means to you to be a Bison.
I mean, this season, it's the major ending, the epic ending that you always want. You dream about it. Whenever you first get here, you hope for a monstrous senior year, and I'm really thankful for everything I've done up until this point. I've worked my butt off to get here, and it means a lot to be able to do this year.
There's a long list of Bison tight ends that have been great, and you're another one of them has been great. And you may not get all the stats like the running backs and the quarterbacks do, but how does your position help solidify that run game that's been so dominant throughout the years?
We call ourselves the crew chiefs. We like to think that we run the offense. Everything goes behind our shoulders, and everything we do has an impact on every play. And the way our offense is run, it kind of has some truth behind it. I mean, the run game, if a kick out's not perfect, that run isn't going to be good. If you don't get the edge sealed on a outside zone play, it's not going to be good. I mean, any play you think about, if the tight end doesn't do their job, just like any lineman, it's not going to be a good play.
Talk about what does it mean to get back to Frisco and having this matchup with James Madison yet again, the team that ended the streak last year, saw the heartbreak, and now you're back and you're playing them to end their streak.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bittersweet. Either team in that last game, we really wanted. Either one. We got beef with both of them, as Jeff said earlier, and we were dying for this game. And such high stakes. We thrive in these type of environments. So.
How is this playoffs? You guys have blown teams out. Is that even in the first half? You guys been rested. Do you feel good going into this game with that extra rest that you guys have been able to get throughout the playoff run?
I mean, yeah. I mean, we feel good. We've been running around all week, and past few weeks we've been running around, feeling pretty good. And get out there and show them what we got. It's not going to be the same as last year, and we gotta prove that to them.
What would it mean to you to walk out a champion as a Bison?
I mean, it's what everyone dreams of. I mean, in any program, they hope they go out on top, and it'd mean the world for our senior class to go out as the winners.
You just had a kid graduating, going to Frisco. Talk about all the chaos that you went through.
Yeah, this past week, it's been definitely a whirlwind. Actually, I should say this last month. But I've enjoyed so much of this ride, and I've been very fortunate to have a great group of guys around me, great coaches, great teammates, and also an incredible wife. She's really been super patient with me being so busy with football, but also just having that experience of having a child for the first time, becoming a dad, and spending those first few days with her have been really special. It's a huge blessing for Morgan and I, and we're really excited to be parents. So.
Okay, you graduated, like I said, and now you're back down to Frisco. What does this mean to come down to Frisco for you again and have a chance to walk out as a champion?
It means a lot, especially for the senior class. I know that one of our goals was to win the conference and then put ourselves in position to have a chance to come back here. And the fact that we're here, it's very special to me and the other guys. And this whole team as a whole, we get to go out on our own terms. You know, we get to play in the last college football game of the year for our level, and I don't think that we'd want to have it any other way. I'm very excited. I'm super pumped. I'm just trying to soak it all in as we go, and when Saturday rolls around, we'll be excited to play a football game. So,
Talk about you've been here before, obviously, 3 out of the past 4 years, 6 out of the past 7 seasons. Does this game feel any different than the other games that you've played in, or is it just another college football game for you guys?
you know, I think in all reality, it is another game for us. I do have a kind of a special feeling with this one, just because it's my last game I'll ever play. It's my last college football game. I've been doing this for 5 years, and I'm really excited to go out during the championship game. But ultimately, I think on Saturday when the ball is kicked, I think it's going to turn into another football game. I think that, you know, that's the way that we always train, is just to go out there and perform every Saturday like we did, like we try to do every week. So,
What would it mean to beat the team that ended the streak last year?
you know, ultimately, I'm really not trying to focus on that. I do know that James Madison is a very great team, and they're a very, very competitive group. And we're going to go out there, and, you know, 2 great teams are going to go at it on Saturday, and I'm just hoping that we can play our best and ultimately come home with the victory.
Cold Green has carried this team throughout the playoffs. I mean, you guys have just 3-and-out drives almost every game, giving up 3, 10, and then 13 to a good Sam Houston State team. Talk about the defense and how they've stepped up throughout the playoffs.
Yeah, as a defense, as a whole, I think we really pride ourselves on our fundamentals and being gap sound. I know that during this playoff run, it's been really special watching this group and being a part of it as well. Seeing a lot of guys step up when guys have gone down with injuries, and guys really kind of taking the next step in their game, elevating their game. That's been something that's been really neat to see, and it's really showed on the field, I think.
All right. Jabril, you're a freshman playing in the first FCS National Championship game. What does this mean to you?
It means a whole lot. I know a lot of people don't get the opportunity as a freshman to be able to play, so I'm just going to take this opportunity and just go out there and try my best.
It looks like you've been a spark to this Bison defense in the last half of the season, and how does that help you as each game? How does it help you grow and continue on?
It helped me gain confidence. I know each game I was getting more comfortable and gaining more confidence in playing, and that also helped me play fast and just play at the speed of what my other teammates were playing at.
How does having Nick DeLuca on the field and Trey Dempsey, Robbie Grimsley, and all the more experienced guys, how have they helped you throughout the playoffs?
Yeah, the more experienced guys, they're great leaders. I know they've been here before, so they already know what to expect, and I just have to feed off that and do what they do.
What would it mean to walk out your first year playing as Bison, 7 games started, to walk out a champion?
It'd be a dream come true because I know all the hard work that we put in the off season and winter workouts, that it all paid off. So it'd be a dream come true.
Talk about James Madison. What problems do they present to your defense? I know they hung 27 on you guys last year, but it's a whole 2 different teams, and James Madison looks a little bit the same. But what do they present to? What problems do they present?
Yeah, they're a very athletic team. They have good skill guys on the outside. We just have to play our part and just stick to the game plan. I think if we limit the big plays, then we'll be good.
James Madison ended the streak last year. How much is it unfinished business for you guys?
They obviously, took us out of it last year, and I felt like we left a lot on the field. We didn't execute like we should have, so I felt like this year we able to go out and do that. We have that chance, and I feel like we got a lot of unfinished business to do.
Throughout the last 7 games, and especially since Lance Dunn went down, you have really stepped up and had some monster games. Talk about how Lance Dunn being out has elevated your level of play.
Coaches always preaches, next man up. So when somebody goes down, you can't dwell on it. You can't sit back. And obviously, when I was injured, I kind of understood what we was going through. So that has allowed me to, not take the game for granted. To be just being very humble and just keep grinding.
You're from Florida. How'd you get to Fargo?
Coach Austin came down. He was a Florida kid himself. So he just kind of, just told me about the program, told me to do my research. Then, type in NDSU into Google, you saw 4 national titles. They got to a 5th, and so I just was aware of the tradition, and now I'm up here, and I just felt like this is my home.
How have you helped Seth throughout the course of the season, and especially up to now, because you were a true freshman at one point and played in this game? So what advice have you given to him?
Yeah, I was just giving him the advice that, King Frazier, Chase Morlock and all them gave to me when being a true freshman. They just told me how to carry myself and what to do. It's kind of hard because when you redshirt, you kind of get that experience, but being a true freshman, you're kind of thrown in the fire. And so I'm just kind of helping them along, not make the same mistakes I would make or I did make. So I'm just kind of, helping them, just lead them the way.
What would it mean to beat James Madison and walk out, last 3 years have 2 national championships?
It'll mean a lot. We don't want to come here for participation award. We come here for business, and we're not settling for anything. So we want to go and take it to them.
Seth, true freshman running back, get your red shirt pulled halfway through the season. Talk about that experience and what's led you up to this point.
It's been a great experience. The older guys have definitely helped a lot. Give a lot of credit to the running backs, Easton, the quarterback, really helping me fully kind of mesh into this offense, and it's definitely been a fun ride to be a part of such a great team.
I mean, you're basically the pass catching back, but you can also run the ball very well. But pass catching, you've had some pretty great catches. We're gonna start calling you the new R.J. Erzendowski when he leaves after this year. I mean, talk about those, and is it just go up and get them, or is it just luck of the jump?
I've been catching footballs my whole life. I played a lot of backyard football when I was younger with my friends. Growing up, and I had my mom when I was younger throw the football up when I was on the trampoline, making one-handed grabs. So my whole life I've loved catching the football. So when they call on me for those opportunities, it's just go out there and get the job done. What you're asked, hit your landmark, run the right route, and go make a play when it needs to happen.
What does it mean to be playing for a national championship as a freshman? And this isn't the first time. They're going to rely on you a lot, it looks like, because based on NDSU's past few years they've been down here, freshmen have been a big key to help winning this ball game.
I'm just really, really blessed to be here. I'm excited. It's going to be a really good game, and everyone's very mentally prepared and physically prepared to be here.
Has the 2.5 weeks helped you recover from the beatings that you took in the tough Missouri Valley and throughout the playoffs?
Yeah, definitely the downtime helped us recover, but we get after it. We go hard. Every single practice we've been going hard for a couple weeks now. So there's no type of not being in very good shape, very good condition to play this game. So definitely rested up, but ready to go.
What would it mean to walk out a champion as a freshman?
It'd be awesome. We're gonna go after it, and I'm gonna look one snap at a time. And when the clock hits 0, I'm gonna be happy just to be here.